wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired. Oh, Wuchu. 90%, no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. On Zubok. Get the cross. Retake. Aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty's got it.
He could have managed that economy well.
Oh, pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to save it. QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair of Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah, he's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go.
Has to clutch this out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.
It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Apps angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Apps wall. He's gonna try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff. Oh, he could actually prove, oh, wait a minute, they're gonna rotate to A here. Surely they're heard coming, right? They're giving away so much intel just by running, and Imps goes down, it's Nick. Nick's got 2. They actually will. Screet's gonna be able to drop outstanding. He's made it through, but the bomb hasn't. Nick, he shuts down Kuno right when they needed him most. Oh no. You absolutely hate to see it. Screet can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, into it. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. Oh man, Torment's got a couple of bullets here. He could try and make it work, maybe. They're all gonna try and knife him. Pixel pulls it off. That's a knife kill.
I think they're aware. Walton messes up the spray. Walton gets one. See if Walton can pull this. Walton pulls another one. It's so close. Walton does not win the 1v3, 1v4 almost.
And if there was ever a round for them to win, it was this one. 2 MP9s. Oh, outstanding in Mexico! Oh my God! Can you believe it? I've never seen that in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Volpid series, Season 2. This is the lower bracket of Group A, and most importantly, it's an elimination match. Loser goes home. My name's Time Delay. I am joined by Gar Versater. And Gar, tell us, what are we in for?
I think what we're in for is going to be a very scrappy game. As you just said, whoever loses this is going straight back home. No more game time for you. You are out of this series. And so both these teams are playing for their tournament lives. And Scandic eSports main picks up the first kill there. Error gunning down a player from SoldierTs. There's another one quick to fall. Rustis Kuhn and Wettier quickly felled by the CT side.
Yeah, I gotta say, the only other time I've casted here is when I was casting the Dog Soldiers before, and if I remember correctly, they did win, so I'm looking for them to possibly repeat on that feat. We will see the 4 versus 3 establish onto this B site, and in comes the push. Nice flash over. The smoke into CT does not allow the peek through from mains, but they're going to have some trouble to try and retake this. USP in hand. Oh, Hart gets the kill. They're looking for more. Smoke is out. It will go out towards that Coffin's position. The flash to follow will push them off. The plant into default, and we're stuck in the retake.
Yeah, retake certainly not easy here on Inferno. Well known for being the map that saves are very likely to come in on an error. Picks up his second kill of the round. Zerba felled, and Cassius, though he trades back, but is quickly slain as well. Elastic, the only man left here, is going to try and have to play this for time from Banana. But the CT side, they're not sticking the plant yet. The high health player has been elected to stick it, but he's going to be gunned down. Elastic picks up 2 nice kills there, and actually picks up a 4K to win Dog Soldiers T, the pistol round here on their T side. Certainly not what you'd like to see if you are Scandic eSports main coming into this game.
Yeah, I gotta say, they're probably not too happy about that one, but it's extremely difficult. You need to hit your early headshots in those difficult situations when the T player has the time on their side. You're stuck in an odd position, there was no kit in hand, and there you go. There are going to be nades that come down mid, and let's see if they do any damage. Does not look like they've done any, as a whopping 1 HP worth of damage has been done. That is it. That is all to write home about, at least from the HEs. A little bit of damage done over top of that by the pistols down Banana and mid, but nothing more than that. He's getting a nice kill and a double as well, as they take out mains just the same. That's 2 A players gone. They throw the smoke to the right side of that bracket's position. In comes the push. Zessie, mouse jumped, but he gets the kill nonetheless. Rusty's not looking the right way. Error, however, will not hit the headshots required. The bomb will rotate over to A, and it will be the plant, but not really sure of the round. They will most likely save this MAC-10 on the CT side. We'll see what they try and do.
Yeah, it's always a bit of a gamble here as to if you do go for this force buy in the second round. Obviously, I've seen a lot more teams too tend to position themselves in a force buy in the second round, but I think due to the fact that 4 kills came in early and the bomb was planted on the T side, it just wasn't really much of an option. The gap would be far too insurmountable, although one of the remaining CT players has been killed. Zessie, the only player so far for Scandic eSports mains to pick up a kill in this round, has been slain, leaving only... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that through the Steam profile, but there is 1 player left here on the side of Scandic eSports main. I mean, the entire thing, it's entirely special characters from what I can read. We'll call him Ace because that's all I can really see. Oh, he nearly goes down. Cassis, though, is blown up by the bomb. No more players, though, killed. And if you are looking here, there is 1 player I think you'd want to keep your eyes on, and that is Elastic. He has already built up a fair bit of bank, and so the AWP... Oh, it gets purchased up, but not by him. Cassis is the one to pick it up here on the T side, although he's going to have to forego a helmet. And now, with these M4s out, there may as well be AKs against that player.
Yeah, the M4s, however, they really have to pick their battles, and, well, you don't want to be fighting White, who will get an opening kill. That will be Error first to fall in the round. That nade will land too far. It won't do a single bit of damage, as they're attempting to establish some control both in mid and in Banana. Banana seeming a bit more effective, but the peek's coming in. Oh no, it's the smoke, but damage is traded out nonetheless, as Zessie does receive some and somehow gets a kill nonetheless. They were boosted up onto the half wall and it goes their way, but oh no, they peek straight into the flashbang. That will take them out. It's into the 4 versus 3, but
health still in the favor of SCE.
Yeah, obviously some of the things you do have to look at to see who has the advantage in these rounds. It's not just health as well, although health actually can be more impactful sometimes than the map players alive, but also the weapons. And to be honest, I'm not really sure who the weapons on average really favor. There is obviously this AWP out here in the hands of SoldierTs, but given that that player is a bit of a glass cannon there with no utility, no upgraded pistol, and no head armor, it could be one to fall very quickly. And SoldierTs here rotting the clock, trying to eliminate what little util the CT side has left, but in reality they don't have any util left themselves, and so now the execute comes in here onto the B site, trying to hold here from coffins. Manazy picks up one and has to fall back as that smoke blooms all over the coffin, and Ace picks up another as they try to cross straight through the CT. And now 10 seconds left on the clock. They have to take these kills fast. Manazy picks up one. Cassie's, he's going to have to clutch around out here, but he's not going to be able to get the bomb planted. He's run out of time. He's going to try and save the AWP, and so Scandic eSports main pick up the first round here in a gun round where they should not really have had much of a chance if you'd looked at the buys.
I really don't think they should have had any shot at that whatsoever. They just gave up too much of their health. The op was not given to Elastic or even White, who were low on HP. It was in the highest HP player, and everybody's heard of the old rule. You give it to the low HP player. You do that in Silver, much less in these competitive games here. It gives you the best shot at winning, and when you're facing M4s like that, they will just mow you down. If you miss a shot, you're dead. If you are low HP without an op in hand, and you miss more than a headshot, then you are dead. That's the round to go the way of Scandic eSports, and they will start to take control. They finally put one up on the board, but it took them a bit longer to do it than I assume they would like. However, they do have the money and now the weapons in their favor.
Yeah, and one thing we have to look at here is both sides actually looking here for a bit of a reset round, forced by obviously coming up around this saved AWP. And one thing we do have to look at here is Cassie's, as a result of saving without the bomb going down, he's got no extra money coming into this round. He's just purchased up a smoke grenade, so he's only got $50 left in his bank account. As now we start to see a bit of an A hit come in here. Full proactive banana control has been given up by the T side in favor of this apps control, and they've managed to take it with very little resistance here. But the CT side is now they begin to pop out. Locage, nice split here as now the players run straight up mid through the smokes, and it's somewhat working, and then it stops working, and they all get mown down. And that was a hopeful start and a bit of a depressing finish.
That they had a good shot at it. Zerba didn't really help their case. The Mac 10 in hand, doing damage onto the AWP wielding Cassis in the bedroom, just by instinct flicking straight to their teammate. I may or may not have started laughing to myself. I'm not sure if you heard that. That was pretty funny. But the damage really didn't do that much. They would have died to the M4 nonetheless. In comes a peek from this AWP, and they will open things up. Zerba with one of their own with the P250, but it will be traded back by two. Looking for a third. They do the damage, but they don't get the kill. Zerba is finally taken out. Nice headshot there by Ace. But it's Rusty's left alone. Glock 18 in hand with 20 HP, and, well, they had a smoke. It's been dropped and now picked up on the other side. SCE take the lead, and they're up 3-2.
Yeah, nice 3-round streak coming in here, and one of the key things about trying to maintain this economy here on the CT side is you need to make sure you get these round streaks in, because if the T side starts getting in sparse rounds and it becomes a bit more of a scrappy game, you're going to have a very, very difficult time formulating properly well-structured buys here on your CT side.
Oh, nice nade as Elastic is down, and oh, they're taken out. There they go. Ace with the shot from downtown. Nice Kobe over top. Rip the legend. But Scandic eSports will open things up here. And they look primed to double their lead from, well, +1 to +2. And I like their shot at it. And, well, with that opening kill, it does help their case.
Certainly will, and now we are going to see a bit of a smoke come in here over towards the CT. It doesn't look like they're actually going to be coming in for the push. Looks like it may just be a fake try and pull this rotate player in here onto the B site. But I'm not really sure why they're faking. You'd think with a fake like this, they'd be ready to pounce in maybe somewhere like apps. In reality, this bomb is just sitting here a bit lonely around the back of alt mid, and they've realistically just burnt a bunch of utility, and they still don't even know if this rotate player has come over on.
Have to see. 35 seconds left on this clock. It's still in the 5 versus 4, but no, it's going to be turned back. Nice Molotov, however, as Lokish will die, and, well, they'll die for the fire. Die with the fire, die by the fire, die for the fire, as, well, the Neanderthals would be proud. In goes that first shot. Manes will get that kill. They're looking for more. They just walk through the smoke, and they will be taken out for it. Rusty's gets the kill into Zessie, but they're left alone after being dinked. They're left to 13 HP, and, well, it's a lot more than a dream. It is a hope in nothing. They will not win this round. They will run out of time and stay alive for it, so no extra cash in the bank for them. Scandic eSports double up their lead. They're up 4-2, and they double up the Dog Soldiers overall.
Yeah, looking here at the CT buy as well, 2 AK-47s and 5 kits should really tell you all you need to know about the past few rounds here. And as a result of that AK being saved over, there's been a bit of a force buy here coming in. Zerbo, due to the exorbitant amount of cash that seems to be donning his belt, he's managed to pick up himself up a Mac 10, but that's a nice pick there from Error. Not seen it work so much so far, but he makes it work here as the AK-47. The only hope here, realistically, in this round for Dog Soldiers T's is felled within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're on the back foot yet again, but they don't really have the weapons to work with in this round. White, the only one left alone with that rifle. They're taken out, as is Cassis. It's a double there for Lokish, as they get 2 on the round. Nice play, as they actually get 3 total. But SCE now with 5, as the AWP will be picked up, and it's actually a double-op setup. Zessie and Manzi with the AWPs and the glass cannons in hand. 5-2 your score.
3 players here, early posturing here towards the B site. Bomb dropped and spawn, I think it has been realised there as Zerber is going to run back and pick that up. Don't want to make the mistake you do often see in matchmaking. Who's got the bomb? Nobody's got the bomb. We've got 10 seconds and we can't plant. Instead, we're going to see a nice old rush here up Banana. Is stopped slightly by that Molotov, but now control is going to be taken, and maybe this 3-man B setup was a shot in the dark, but it might have landed, although Dog Soldiers T's bullets are certainly landing a lot more than that of Scandic eSports main, is now only the AWPer here is left alive in defense of this B site, and that's a team kill coming in from the grenade from White.
I gotta say, proper nade there. Cassis, a proper shot as well. That one a little more effective onto the opposing team than the attempt that was made onto Zerba by their own friendly mate. And wow, White is dropped to 40 health. Oh, mains will be peaked, and they will get the kill. Cassis is taken out. This is looking realistic. AWP's picked up by Rusties, but it is 3 somewhat low HP players. Lokish with the AK in hand. They will look to peek through. Smoke will go out and onto Banana, making Elastic basically useless. Nice flash over. Oh, it'll make him blind, but the smoke does not land properly. Mainzy will be left alone. AWP in hand. They will run away and save. They will, however, get the kill into Rusties. Elastic will take no damage from the bomb. Menzi will only take about 6. And SCE lose their first round in 5 rounds, as Dog Soldiers will pick up their 3rd.
Yeah, brutalizing those CT players there as they attempted to defend the Banana, and realistically it was all for naught, as now we do see a very strong buy coming back here, all things considered. Double AWPs once again in the picture, but AK-47s on the CT side are now out of them. That's a lot of utility coming in here towards the bottom of the Banana. Thankfully, they did not decide to try and take some early normal mid presence, otherwise that could have ended very badly here for the T side. Lots of damage. That's a chunky grenade there. Whoever threw that, I think, hit 2. Oh, no, I think that must have been 2, as it looks like. Wait. I think Error managed to hit himself with his own grenade. He's sitting all the way back here in A site, and he's already been chunked for 50 HP. Not really sure how that one's happened, but it has, and these B site defenders certainly looking worse for worse, as well as now these CTs here in the middle are getting cut down, but Location with a nice 2 kills to try and bounce it out, as now he knows the bomb has been dropped here. Right in the open, this is going to be a brutal fight to try and take it back here for the C side.
Yeah, 60 seconds left on the clock. Another multi-kill from Lokish, but look at the health left over on SCE. It is 50 health a player, and that's maximum. Lokej is at 39, but they get a third kill on the round, this time with that glass cannon. The bomb still dropped, but this time it's towards the bottom middle. It will be picked up by Cassis. I gotta say, they're not in a good spot here. Even though it's almost dead even health across the board, considering it's a 4 versus 2 and 4 players with half health. It's about the same as 2 players with full. It really may not matter, but as I say that, it will be the push onto A. The audio is given away, but Error doesn't do enough damage. Cassis only dropped to 56. It's Lokej left on the site. They have to ace here, or at least get more than just one. Nice shot with the AWP. They're looking for the ace. They will be shut down. The 4K is all they will be left with as the peak comes around. Oh no, Cassis has to reload the AK. They're in a not a good spot. They will get the opening kill, looking for a 4K of their own. It's Ace left alone. They will get the kill required, and Scandic eSports will pick up a 6. They'll double up Dog Soldiers yet again, and it will be Ace saving the op in tandem.
Yep, Ace in his name, but Ace not here for the side of Scandic eSports main, unfortunately. Nice attempt there from Lokej. First 2 kills with that rifle, second 2 kills with that AWP. I don't know if he will be tossed it back over as a result of that play, but considering he's not the main AWP, I would doubt it. Instead, yep, back onto this M4 that has written so many great deeds from him so far in this game. And considering we're only 9 rounds in, I think we've got left to see from a lot of these players here in the server is instead, now we see the T side, they're going to run straight up alternate middle, and it looks like they're going to be going for some apps control instead of banana control in this round.
We'll see the push go towards that mid and apps position. Already White at the bottom of Boiler, taking some early control. Looks like a flash is being lined up, but it will be vacated as the idea is vacated just the same. We are going to see Mainzy with this AWP, as that nade really hits nothing but 6 HP, but it's Lokej, another multi, a third on the round. The M4 in hand will net them more. Error gets the kill onto Rusty's, and Zessie gets the kill onto Elastic. The only player to die there was Lokej, and that's because they were shot in the back. And Scandic eSports don't look like they can be stopped.
131 reads the average damage around here for Lokej, not just stopping his team scoreboard, but also the server, the only player looking right now to see if they can rival him here right now seems to be Cassis on the other side, but even so, his attempts all do seem to be in vain as the scorer line reads 7-3, and now we're just going to see a brutal rush straight up banana. 2 quick kills picked up here by Aces. Now Zessie's the only man left to defend the site, and now 1 rifle, rather, has been picked up. 1 bought here earlier on in the round. The Hero AK, we're going to have to see what heroics can be awarded here to this aggressing side.
Yeah, unfortunately, not much. Lokej, another kill on the board. They are walking through this offense. Rusty's taken out. It's the AK left alone. 44 health left over. They're going to peek right in. Oh, nice flash. They can't see a dang thing. Blind as a bat is Cassis, and they are killed for it. Scandic eSports, the team play, the consistency, the multi-kills coming out from multiple different players, and they're just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, you've mentioned a few times some of these amazing flashbangs, and I think Zessie's been the one throwing them. 14 enemies flashed here, only 11 rounds deep, and you really do have to think, is this utility usage just putting a thorn into the side of this offense completely? And Manazy picks up a nice early kill there on to this player here in middle. Quick rush met with a quick end as now the rotate player will go back here towards this A side, and a boots on both sides traded, but it won't matter. The banana control for both sides will have to be relinquished as neither now have the proper manpower to commit into a full-on execute.
I just watched Elastic get blown to bits by the shrapnel of an HE. That looked painful as they're already down to 34 health. There is still 60 seconds left on the clock, and there are 3 players dead. Elastic 70 HP lower than what they started with. And SCE main are in an amazing position right now.
Not just in this round, but also in the rounds that looks like will follow. $4,000 at least in lots of their bank accounts. The lowest here is Asu with only 300. But I think guns can be dropped across if such is necessary. But it looks like they should be winning this round. Although they do have here a 3v2 advantage running onto this A site. And one of those players is indeed using an AWP. Although considering what we've seen Manazi use with this big green bang stick, I don't think that that would be anything of a relief, as Whittier is the first one to fall.
It may not matter. Oh my. They're just shut down.
Yeah.
This is astounding. Dog Soldiers are in an elimination best of one. They can't even seem to find their footing.
Yeah, and now really is the time to find your footing. If you don't find it now, you won't find it at all, and you won't have another chance. This is your second chance as a result of losing the first game. You've been knocked down here to the lower bracket, of course. Whoever is able to win this will have their chance still to qualify for playoffs, as that's a player burning alive, and I think just like Elastic, Dog Soldiers T's chances here in this game are getting a baptism of fire, and that baptism of fire is simply burning them to death.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage there. Again, in a bad spot on the Dog Soldiers side. 4 AKs across the board, minus, well, Elastic's life. They did have an AK before they were removed from the server for at least this round. Again on the back foot, again in a 4 versus 5. I don't know how they can bring things back into this one other than saying, win your gunfights. I can't help but saying it's simple as that, and they lose yet another. Mainzy with one, Lokish with another. Cassis turns it back, but Mainzy with a kill of their own on to Zerba. It's a 1 versus 4 for Cassis. They're stuck up alone yet again. It's Error to get the wall bang kill, and they cannot be stopped yet again on the Scandic eSports main side. 10 on the board. It's double digits already for the CTs.
13 rounds deep, certainly unlucky number, and we're going to have to see if luck for which side will run out. But at the moment, it's appearing that Dog Soldiers have spent all of their luck, as they are getting nothing. There is no chance so far for them in this game. Anything they've tried has been shut to pieces by this Scandic eSports side, and now we see a bit of a half-buy coming in here. They know that they'd rather have these AKs going into this last round of play, although to be honest, it might just be running into the meat grinder all the same, as they choose to run straight up here for the lane. No real contest here from the CT side so far, but Lokesh picks up 3, and brutal spray down Whittier with his 3rd kill of the game. Getting absolutely brutalized here in Scandic eSports. They don't even have to wait for the bomb to get planted before they execute a retake. They're going to go in right away anyway. As Lokesh, he's got 19 kills. Manazi, he's got 18. We're not even finishing the first half yet, and we've got 2 players breaking 130 ADR here for the CT side.
Yeah, and they're both almost above 20 kills through the first 15 rounds. Each of them have the opportunity to do so, and they actually both could do it in this one. We are going to see the early push from Error. Manzi will have the glass cannon in hand. Zessie with 1. Oh, Error, one of their own. They double up. Mainzy with 1. And Zessie will close out the half. They dropped only 1 player in that last round, and from the looks of it, they didn't drop many more than that throughout the entirety of the half. Lokesh had the most kills on the team, tied of course with Mainzy, but 11 deaths, and when your highest dead player, or most dead player throughout the entirety of a half, is also your top fragger, I'd say you're in a fairly good spot.
Yeah, 12 deaths, the lowest of any here on this terrorist side, and I think that just really writes the story of what's happened. Dog Soldiers, they've not had a foot in this game at all so far, and they've been manhandled every single turn they've taken. They tried fast, they tried slow, they tried B, they tried A, nothing seems to have worked. And now they're going to have to see if with this heavy heart they're going to be able to try and pull through on the CT side. But if we see the same performance from Scandic eSports, I have a feeling this might be a very short half.
It would not surprise me if that's the situation we see, as well. They are now on the defensive side. They had trouble aggressing, and I don't think they're going to have much more luck. In my very analytical and personal and, of course, unbiased opinion, I don't like their chances. It's not looking good for them. We're going to see SCE just hang out and spawn, play... what is it? Hot potato with blocks. This is not looking good. In comes the early push. Whittier is dropped, but oh wow, they do 50 damage in the afterlife as Mainzy will be felled. Oh my goodness, a double for them. The dome onto Elastic Heart. It's the 1 versus 1 left over on the B site. It's now into the 5 versus 2 as Mainzy with a third. They did not see Cassis. I'm not really sure how, but Cassis really can't do all that much. They're left alone against 5 very angry and very quick to finish T players.
I don't know if they're going to try for the knife here, but it certainly doesn't look like it. They'll just gun him down, but both players are out of ammunition, and it's like an MBK knifing flusher. Maybe it isn't Dust 2, maybe it's not quite what we expected here, but that is a knife kill here for the T side, and humiliation here, I think, has really been the story of this Dog Soldiers game. AK purchased up here on Manazi. He does have 2 pieces of util to go along with it, but other than that, we are simply going to see a bit of a rollover here from these dogs here on the ET side. They have accepted that it's very unlikely that they'll win this round. They'll try and get the buy in the second. 2 grenades, although they do not find their mark, and as a result, these ET players are being gunned down. Manazi with 1, Zessi with another, and now Cassis is trapped behind enemy lines as he too is gunned down by Zessi, the Skillil, reaping 2 kills. As in here in round 17, as now Elastic falls as well as but the last man left alive, his location is known. He's gunned down by Manazi, who picks up another double kill. 24 and 4, 6 KD and 147 ADR. This man is an absolute animal.
Are we sure this guy is not like in FPL? I feel like this is a little unfair. Manazi with that 24 kills on the board through only 17 rounds up against a very good Dog Soldiers team. We've seen them throughout the Volpid series here in Season 2. And I gotta say, I'm surprised they're not doing better. That's all.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected quite so much of a blowout, as a couple of good nades have been thrown from both sides. Ace chunked down to 60 points of health. Bomb dropped here at the bottom of the banana. In the Scandic eSports side, they know they've got lots of time, not just in this round, but in the rounds that will follow if they want to try and play the slow. And Manazi tears off the head of 1. Zessi comes in, picks off another, and now, you know, they've decided they don't even need to go as a pack. They're just going to split up these dogs, and they're going to kill them as such. 1 player left here on the A site. He is going to rotate over to B, which will be where the push is coming in, although there is 2 players very low here. Make that 3 players very low here. Might be able to pick up a few kills as Manazi spams another through not just the smoke, but also through the boxes. Although, in saying that, there is a combined total of 40 points of health here on the 2 remaining CT players, and I don't think they're even going to be hoping of going in for this retake.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm glad you did the math there. I was about to point it out, and I was about to say 30, so, yeah, it's a little late for this. We're about to see a knife. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's behind him. Oh, no, he's not looking. He's gonna get knifed. No! Error gets the kill on Whittier. They are removed. It's a second melee kill on the day for SCE, and I can't say I didn't see it coming, because, well, I did, but Dog Soldiers, turn around. Oh my goodness. This is brutal. They have families, Scandic.
Well, they certainly did have families, but as a result of some of the things that are coming out of this game, I'm not sure they will for much longer. It looks to be a very brutal end to this game. A force buy, all that they could muster here for the CT side has been put on the table. They've gone all in, and as a result, call has been the call here from Scandic eSports as they choose to progress here quickly in towards this A site, and they've gambled correctly. The gamble stack here on Dog Soldiers T's has been bust right open. 2-1 go the early trades, as now the A site's completely open for business. And now in a 3v4 retake, make that a 2v4 retake. Ace wants no chance here for the CT side. Manazy wants no chance here for the CT side. He's hunting for that 30th kill. He wants his 30 bomb. He's got 5 bullets left in the magazine. In reality now, it's just a question of if he gets it, and he does. Elastic is the player to award him that kill, as now it looks like they're going for a knife on this final player. Does pick up 2, but it's not going to matter. Okay, she kills him off, and 16-3 reads the scoreline after an absolutely dominant game here from Scandic eSports main. Dog Soldiers are absolutely brutalized here on both the CT side and the T side, picking up a grand total of nothing on their defensive half. I don't think there's really much to say other than, wow.
Yeah, Lukash apparently only got 1 quad, but I feel like that's hard to believe. I'm almost certain they got like 12. But yeah, that was just brutal. A very, very swift win there from Scandic eSports main. And they're playing strong, and the problem I see for the rest of these squads here in the Volpid series is they may not have much to show if they play up against this exact same team.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of teams do something similar. I know Alcatraz Blue, who are the first team through to the playoffs, casting them. Obviously, yesterday lost a grand total of 7 rounds going into it. And now, I think these two teams, we are going to see I think now we are going to be separating what is the gold and what's the dirt here as we've panned through. And I think the playoffs will really show which teams actually have a chance here of competing for the grand total of $95 or euros even. Can't even get the currency right. And as a result, we're going to go over to the interview. Zessi here from Scandic eSports main. How was that game for you?
That was a good game, to be honest. That was a really good game. We love Manesi, of course. He carries us. He's our best player. Sorry, I should not hurt anyone. We love Loke, Era, and Asia as well. But Manesi, that carry from him. There's nothing else to say.
He had 30 kills in 19 rounds. I'm looking at the ADR. Would you like to guess his ADR, Zessi?
Man, I don't want to do that. I don't want the best Dog Soldiers to be bad to be. I don't want Dog Soldiers to be.
160 ADR. That is, I gotta say, it wasn't only Manzi though. As we saw Lokish with 21 kills on the board, everybody on the team was positive and by an overwhelming margin. As through and through, you guys dominated. You got 2 knife kills on top of it, style points to you guys. And, well, the points themselves went to you as well, the 16-3 finish. Well, I got a question.
Yeah.
What was the original mentality going in, and once you got like 11 or 12 rounds, did it change?
Okay, so when we got in, we know that we have watched the match against Exit Sweden, and we went into this interview, or not this interview, this match with the mentality that this will be easy win, so we will just quick and then go eat, you know. And when we got 12 rounds, I don't know, nothing really changed. We had fun from round one until now, you know. We trolled a bit AC, failed utility, and we just laughed the whole game, you know. We had fun.
Gotta love it. Gotta love
it.
Garvicator, do you have anything for Zessi here?
I have to say that was an absolutely amazing performance there, obviously, for you. But the only objection I think I'd have is Inferno. As one of the players, is there anything you can tell us about what this like innate desire to play this map has been? If you had a look at the graphic at the beginning of the stream, Inferno was played 5 times last week and Overpass was played once. I'd like to give you the question of how many times do you think Inferno has been played so far in this?
So I have been counting, you know. I know there's two what is it called? 2 Overpass matches and 1 Vertigo, if I'm right. So the rest has been Inferno. So that's around maybe, how many teams are we? There's been 8 matches.
Lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like 13 matches on Inferno, I think, or 12.
Yeah, I think it's something similar to that. And yeah, is there any reason why you as players like to favor this map? Is it just because it's a bit more one of those balanced map, or is it just because everybody's confident on it?
Before we joined the tournament, I was looking at HLTV about the past year, I think. It's the most played map in Pro pool as well. It's just it's just a good map, you know.
It is the classic penultimate map. Of course, everybody remembers Boston 2018. You know, me as an
Exactly.
American, I have to relive that every day. I also do have to point it out. It happened on my birthday, so I do have a reason to be happy about it. So that was a thank you, Cloud9, for the very nice birthday present. Granted, it was 3 years ago, and yes, I'm still thinking about it to this day. Don't forget Cloud9. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I will not. Oh well, now they're not in CS, so probably, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
it's
They're
not
not in CS. The NACS dead.
Yeah.
What? Did I say that out loud?
Shit.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking. You I don't know what you're talking about. Ceci, thank you very much for joining us.
Can I say something before I leave?
More than welcome to.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but last week or a week before that, Paul from the Gate Saffron said, "We play no monitor, we win no monitor," and we showed that today as well. And also to Screed, he told me last week as well that I should eat a sandwich at 2 p.m. and then I would win, and I did. I followed all the tips. No monitor, no, and a sandwich for lunch. That's it. Everything.
Well, I mean, if I had a sandwich at 2 p.m., it would have happened right before this cast, because, you know, America.exe. But you guys played well. You specifically had a very good game, so nice shots across. We got to capture some well-placed crosshair domes, as those were always very spicy, as they will forever be. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on your win. Congratulations on keeping things going here in the playoffs.
You too.
Well, that was Zessie from Scandic, and I gotta say, top lad, as I believe some of my Islander friends from Western Europe would refer to him as. Very, very, very well played map from him and from his team. I gotta say, it was very fluid through and through from them.
Yeah, and we've said it lots of times, but yeah, Dog Soldiers, absolutely no chance there in that game. From round one, I think you could really see what was going to happen. Obviously, I think they did get the first 2 rounds. They might pinch another one somewhere in the early stages of that first half, but after that, it was absolutely brutal. From Scandic eSports main, they gave them no respite, no mercy, and it was honestly depressing to see. Obviously, this was the elimination game, and now Dog Soldiers Ts, they have been eliminated from the Volpid Series Season 2 with a very bitter taste in their mouth.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to come back with a vengeance, though. Season 3, not too far around the corner. Of course, we do still have some time between now and then. But keep an eye out. After getting knocked out like that, teams put in the work. You have 2 sides to the coin. You have it flipped and you have a team disband, or you have them completely turn their game around and they come back with a vengeance. As we've seen before, we've seen it in pro play, and well, we've seen it here in the Volpid series, of course, teams dropping and then coming right back, and now they're making fairly good runs in their groups. They are looking to make it past elimination, and well, that is exactly what we saw Scandic eSports main do as they continue up in the bracket.
Yeah, obviously they did lose their first game, but now coming into this, they are going to play Exit eSports as their lower bracket round 2. Obviously, they did not manage to beat Basiconi de Pese in their upper bracket round 2, and now we'll have to see if it's going to be them or the recently victorious Scandic eSports team that makes it through as the second team here in Group A.
Yeah, that is one thing we will have to find out in the future, though. As well, our next game coming up, that will be Axion up against Striking Vipers. And if I'm not mistaken, that is your Group C match. That will be lower bracket as well. We'll have to see them coming up. You actually will be returning. I will not. It will be Darkter to fill in my spot. When the Volpid series returns, that will be around 9:15 Central European summertime. If you are American and are for some reason watching Counter-Strike at 3 p.m., it'll be around 3:15 for you. So stick around for that. It's about 20-30 minutes away, give or take, and well, depending on when we start up the stream. My name's Time Delay. Joining me was Garvicator. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but
It's not an option. Oh, he pre-fired. Oh, true. 90 degree, no scope, no problem.
we'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. And around it on Zubok. Get the cross. Get a retake. Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
He could have managed that economy well.
Pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to save it. QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prisoners. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have been hit. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has
he
to go
has
here.
to clutch this out. The 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.
It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Abs angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Abs wall. He's gonna try and fake the
Yes,
defuse.
that's-
He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff. Oh, we could actually prove. Oh, wait a minute. They're gonna rotate to A here. Surely they're heard coming, right? They're giving away so much intel just by running, and Imps goes down. It's Nick. Nick's got 2. They actually will. Screet's gonna be able to drop outstanding. He's made it through, but the bomb hasn't. Nick, he shuts down Kuno right when they needed him most. Oh no. You absolutely hate to see it. Screet can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, into it. That could be it. That could be it. Oh man, Torment's got a couple of bullets here. He could try and make it work, maybe. They're all gonna try and knife him. Pixel pulls it off. That's a knife kill.
I think they're aware. Walton messes up the spray. Walton gets one. See if Walton can pull this. Walton pulls another one. It's so close. Walton does not win the 1v3, 1v4 almost.
And if there was ever a round for them to win, it was
Mitch,
this one. 2
Mitch.
MP9s. Oh, outstanding in Mexico. Oh my God. Can you believe it? I've never seen that in my life. Wall
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired. Oh, true. 90% no scope, no problem.
Will still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. On to box. Get the cross. AWP and a retake. Be aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
He could have managed that economy well.
Pushing through abs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to say that he makes it. QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walks right into the crosshair of Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prisoners. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has
he
to go
has the clutches out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.
It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Abs angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Abs wall. He's going to try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. And Nick calls his bluff. Oh, we could actually prove. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to rotate to A here. Surely they're heard coming, right? They're giving away so much intel just by running, and Imps goes down. It's Nick. Nick's got 2. They actually will. Screet's going to be able to drop outstanding. He's made it through, but the bomb hasn't. Nick, he shuts down Kuno right when they needed him most. Oh, no. You absolutely hate to see it. Screet can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, into it. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. Oh, man. Torment's got a couple of bullets here. He could try and make it work, maybe. They're all going to try and knife him. Pixel pulls it off. That's a knife kill.
I think they're aware. Walton messes up the spray. Walton gets one. See if Walton can pull this. Walton pulls another one. It's so close. Walton does not win the 1v3, 1v4 almost.
And if there was ever a round for them to win, it was this one. 2 MP9s. Oh, outstanding in Mexico. Oh my God. Can you believe it? I've never seen that in my life. Wall
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Volpid series here for the second game of the day. Also an elimination match. We have Axion eSports racing up against Striking Vipers. Striking Vipers winning the 9th round, elected to start here on the CT side, but they've not started this round the best way. DRD gooshed down to 23 points of health, and now is also, before the action gets underway properly, a good time to introduce my fellow caster here in the form of Doctor.
Wonderful game awaiting for us here, Gavicator, because the players are making their way on towards the B side, but here comes the mode on. 2 players down already. Striking Viper starting it on a very strong foot. It is a 1 versus 2 situation on the side. Now it is a 2 versus 2 situation overall. And look at that, the players are so low at this point of time. It can go in anyone's favor. Dragon is the only player remaining who has 100 HP of health. But look at that, Hope is still giving hopes to the players. And Dragon will be the one to get the last kill. And the bomb is gonna get defused as well. First round going into the favor of Striking Vipers here, Gavicator. Wonderful round indeed for the players of a Team Striking Vipers. Now they are making their way on towards the A side. They are pushing up through the molly. The players of Axion eSports, they have come up with a full rush onto the players. Here comes the first kill, but Axion eSports, they have overwhelmed the players. Now it is yet again a 2 versus 2 situation in the favor of the players of Axion eSports. They do have the side in their control. One player in monster, another in towards CT, in towards the shot. The players need to make their way in, and here comes the move down from Dendro. He's gonna get those 2 kills, and the bomb is yet again gonna get defused. Second round goes into the favor of Team Striking Vipers and Axion eSports. Now they'll be pushed on to a hard eco in the third round of the first map. Definitely gonna be a very tough one indeed for the players of Axion eSports. They forced Pride in the previous round, and now they will be forced on a complete eco. They'll be going on with those pistol upgrades. 2 flashes, 5 deagles is all they have got, and they are up against 4 M4s and a AUG with a whole lot of utilities in the hands of the CTs. Yet again, they are rushing in towards the park. They are gonna be spotted, and the players of Striking Vipers, they have got the exact idea of what might be happening. Trendro is making his move on towards the long. It is gonna be a difficult one indeed. Let's see if the players of Striking Vipers can stop this push coming up, this Deagle's push coming up from the players of Axion eSports. Gonna be a little bit difficult gameplay to play out here. All the players now they are grouping up in towards the washroom area. May go in from connector towards the B side. This might be something they really need. And here comes the first kill from the players of Axion. 1 player down already. It is gonna be a tough fight indeed. Now Dendro down to 12 bits of health. Definitely gonna be a real tough situation for the players. The players of Team Axion eSports are overwhelming the players of a Team Striking Vipers here. The smoke is coming up. The smoke is gonna get messed up as well. The perfect flash coming into play, but look at that. Dendro and Hopes are gonna go down. Team Axion, they are putting up a huge pressure onto the players of Team Striking Vipers. A 2 versus 4 retake situation coming up. That was a complete eco round coming up from them, and yet they managed to get those kills. They managed to get 4 kills indeed. Volpid is the only player left here in a 1 versus 4 situation. He will be forced on to go for the save. He'll need to save his armor. He does have a helmet Kevlar. Oh my god, that is a lot to save. On the other hand, he does have an M4 in his hand and a flash. That is definitely gonna be enough for him to force this save coming up. But he is way too close. The bomb explosion might take away his armor. It does. 77 HP is all that is left on his armor. 2-1. Striking Vipers are in the lead still here, Gavigator.
They certainly are. Sorry about that. My microphone was indeed muted. Not sure how I missed that, considering it goes bright red when it's turned on, but somehow I was able to do so, so I apologize for that. But now, as you've just said, that was definitely not around the Axion eSports should have been winning, but they managed to take it out the bag anyway, and now they are running with 60% of the weapons here stolen from the CT side, and there is an AWP in play. First AWP here of the game out in round 4. In the hands of Deoximo, the standard AWP here for the side of Axion. A couple shots there from the connector, and now Spam will go both ways through woods, but neither side really committing to a blind fight. Hopes looking like he will be boosting Verwood over the wood, but Storm Ray tears off his head. tries to put a few more shots through that wood, but Hopes is able to jump away and retrieve that aim for A1S as he takes down the first player that attempts to run here. Another is on the site, but he manages to kill him before anything much happens more. Tragon gets another, and now he's left alone here on the site. He has to defend against these two players, and he manages to hit Gray down low. But there is still a 2v2 post-plant situation to be played out as now the retake comes in. DRD rips off the head of Gray here with this deagle, and now Deoxmo 13 points of health and a dream. Full belt of utility, but he still has to get this bomb planted. 40 seconds left on the clock, and now the pace begins to slow down.
13 HP is all he is left with. Kavikator gonna be a real difficult round. 30 seconds on the clock. He needs to take those kills, otherwise he won't be able to plant the spike. Here comes the wall bang, and Stitch will be the one to get that kill. 3-2-1 striking Vipers yet in the lead, and an operator and an op actually retrieved as well. 2M4s and op is gonna be a real beautiful play here coming up from the players of striking Vipers. I'm looking forward to this round. Verward will be going on with that UMP in his hand. The Molotov is gonna be put up on towards the site, on towards the entry in towards Park actually, but it got messed up. Nonetheless, the players are making their move on towards B side here. Gavigator, it is gonna be again kind of a difficult round actually, because looking at the buy coming up from the players of Axion eSports, we do have a scout, 2 AKs, 3 AKs, and a Galil. Kind of a good buy, but still they'll need to work around that scout, otherwise it is gonna be real bad. Let's see how these players are gonna play it out, because the pace has been slowed down and the players are playing it a little bit passively. That's what I was expecting from the players to come up as well, and they are doing it. I'm happy that the players are waiting to think for something out here. But just as I say that, look at that, 6 is down to just 6 HP of health. Definitely it is not something that he anticipated, and the players of Axion eSports now they'll need to think of something to breach into this defense of the players of striking Vipers. Gavigator.
Yeah, obviously passive is good here for the scout. You want to try and slow it down, wait for a CT swerve extend, and try and crack that head off with the scout. Certainly does favor, but you do also have to appreciate now. Actually, look at the fact that the bomb has been dropped in T-spawn. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Do they even have time to get it planted? And they have to rush straight into the guns here as Stitch and DRD take down one respectively. The AWP is felled here on the CT side. But I think Stitch might be about to ruin this round. He does. He drops 10 seconds left, and he picks up another as well. Deoxmo to play with the scout, the only one left alive here, and he's already been hit. The CTs may wait for the clock to try and eliminate the money even further, but they don't. Tragon 230 for the kill. Kills Deoxmo in cold blood, and now the T side is reset once again to a hard eco, so scoreline reads 4-1 in the favor of striking Vipers.
Definitely a tough one here for the players of Axion eSports. This is the elimination match, so the team who is gonna lose it out is gonna get eliminated, and striking Vipers starting it in a very strong round. 4-1, 3-round leads goes into their favor, and a complete eco coming up from the players of Axion eSports. Stopped into their track by the mollies in towards shot as well as in towards monster. It is gonna be real difficult. The flash is gonna come up, but look at that forward. He's gonna get 1, he's gonna get 2. Dragon comes up with 3 kills of his own to finish off that round. 5-1 is the score, and the players of striking Vipers, they are showing no signs of their defeat. They are just going on back to back, getting those kills, winning those rounds for their team. Gavigator.
Yeah, and now we do see all the luxuries, all the bells and whistles are purchased up here. But along with that, we also have a tactical timeout being called. Obviously, teams, in my opinion, even in pro play, I don't think they use these timeouts enough. You get 4 each map, you may as well use them. And now we do indeed see Axion eSports use 1 ahead of this gun round. If they do lose this gun round, it will likely be 7-1 in the favor, as they will have to swallow the bitter pill of another hard eco. And looking at this CT side economy, it doesn't look like it's in shape to break at least this round, so it will be likely the double round buy that will be required to crack open the safe that is this CT side economy. But now, as the round gets underway, players are going to be leaving spawn. 1 AWP here of notice here in the hands of DRD, the AWP here on the side of Striking Vipers. CT side, he is going to be bringing it here towards this main position, but there isn't going to be anyone there to meet them. Stitch, quick altercation there with Deoximo around this connected position, but not down to 11 points of health. He has to concede this, as now Axion eSports take a lot of control here towards this B site.
B site is in very good hands, actually, if you talk about it. Because look at the positioning of Striking Vipers. They are not letting the players of Axion eSports get any aggressive positions. But just as I said that, Deoximo is gonna get a kill. But Dragoon is gonna get a kill of his own because Stormraid just raided through that molly. And it is gonna be a real difficult one for the players of Team Striking Vipers now. A 2 versus 3 retake situation and AWP in the hand of Stitch. Down to just 11 HP of health. And oh, Dendro, he gets a kill of his own. So it's a 2 versus 2 situation. Both of the players of Striking Vipers are pretty low themselves. They might try to go in for that ninja defuse, but it is gonna be difficult one. But Stitch, he gets a kill. There's another player that is gonna be Styx. Oh no, he can't find the bomb. And nonetheless, Styx is gonna get that kill as well. Second round for the players of Axion eSports. 5-2 is the scoreline as it reads now. And Gavicator, the players of Axion eSports are showing some signs of comeback. They might try to come up very hard. They might try to get those kills. But it is a very difficult situation for the players of Striking Vipers, because if they lose this round, they are gonna be reset on a complete eco here.
Yeah, one of the issues here when you're trying to break a bit of a streak is if you're only able to get one round, in reality what you've done is help your opponent. So what you've done is reset your lost bonus, and now Styx has just been reset straight back to the death screen, as that's a very nice pick there from Hopes. The boost didn't work last time they tried it, but it certainly has this time, so it looks like they might be going for it again. Nope, they decide better of it. They know it's likely being watched. And now the CT side falling back into very passive positions here, especially on this A site. Normally expects around this mid sort of round timing. Maybe you might be going for a little bit of those info plays, but with only 2 players here on the site to defend in its entirety. One of them actually appears to be shuffling. No. Tragon Low has been awarded the benefit of keeping this AWP. He is going to be going to heaven. Obviously, very quick rotations if needed, but it looks like once again B site is the ideal target for Axion eSports. And so the Axion eSports players flood into the site. Hopes picks up 2, and he won't lose his life, picking up a nice 4K in the round. His first one here was that boost, but after that, it will be another round in the hands of the Striking Vipers. Though the AWP does appear to have been lost, I think that Heaven player was caught by a stray bullet. Obviously, nobody close enough within that 5-second radius to be able to go and pick it up. Stitch, he's mucked up this Molotov once before, but he's not going to do it again. It appears they are going to be able to dodge it, as nobody on Axion takes any damage. No damage ticks awarded here. No audio clues for this CT side. That's a nice early pick there from Stormraid. Doesn't even take any damage in return, as the panic button is being pressed here for the CT side. We already see another player in the form of Hopes has arrived here on the site to help defend, and Tragon with this M4A4 and a kit, crucially as well. He's hovering, thinking of maybe this rotate, but he doesn't. He elects to stay 2 on each side down here. But it may not matter, as it appears to be his attempts to defend this B bomb site are futile. Axion eSports, they've elected to go on here into the A site. Smoke's landing, as now the Axion eSports players are going to have to run straight through them. Nice first 2 kills. He runs out of bullets and isn't able to convert on the third, but it may not matter, as picks up 1, 2v2 retake, guns and HP favoring the CT side so far. It's a nice pick from Tragon. Only 1 player left. They know he's been forced to plant here behind these boxes. And Velwood, although Tragon may be looking to take this kill. No, he's mucked up the nade and he's dealt damage to himself. He could have done it himself, but Velwood, he's not letting any amateurs that fumble their grenades take the kills. He comes in and swoops it for himself. And now 7-2, Axion are down in the dumps after this 9th round of play.
What a wonderful round coming up from the players of Axion eSports. Even they didn't manage to win that round, they got this bomb planted. They got those 3 kills on towards the sides of striking weapons, so they have built up their economy. They'll be going on with a full buy and all of the utilities in their favor as well. So Axion eSports this time, this buy might be a great time for them to come up. But look at that, Dendro has pushed up so far alongside stage. These players are doing a huge lot of damage. The bomb has been taken down. It is Dendro now in a very weird position. He doesn't expect anyone there, but he is gonna go down. The bomb is gonna get retrieved. All the players are very far away from the scene of action. The players of Team Striking Vipers, they are yet again building up their courage. They are yet again building up their gameplay. Again, they are trying to go in those passive positions. They really don't want to aggress here. They really don't want to go in aggressive and take those kills. They are playing it pretty calm. This is what is expected from them. But all of them are in towards east side, just forward. The only player here. Oh, he does spot a player. He spots second. He gets the bomb down. He gets another player as well. Down to 9 HP himself. The only player left on the side of striking Vipers is gonna be Dioximo. He might not expect the players and the rotations to come up this soon. He doesn't exactly know the position of the players as well. He can take the bomb and get away from the crime scene. He can get away from here and try to save that AK-47. Doesn't have enough time to plant the bomb. Oh, here comes the kill. Dragon with a beautiful pick just when he heard the Molotov being pushed up as well. 8-2 striking Vipers with a total of 6-round lead. We are heading on towards the next round, and the players of Axion eSports, they have themselves a decent buy, Gavigator.
Certainly do, and I think it's looking to be somewhat of a similar vein to the last map we saw here on the Volpid series stream. That was between SoldierTs and Scandic eSports main. Obviously, it was on Inferno, but we're seeing some of the same tendencies in that this team is having a very strong CT side, and now once again a quick play towards this mid location, although they have decided to slow it down as that smoke blooms. They realize they can't push through it, so they're going to have to either wait it out or go around. As now Stitch is going to hear a lot of footsteps. He's going to be able to combat over. He picks up one, but quick trade frag in there from Hoshi. As we do see now the A site, the nutshell that surrounded it begins to crack. And a missed shot, uncharacteristic there from DRD, results in his death. Dioximo ripping his head off. Hopes, though, picking up 2, giving his team hope here in this round, as now it's a 2v2 retake. Both players with kits and almost a full battle utility, but he's completely whiffed that spray. Sticks awarded a chance to win the round. I think he's just grabbed it with both hands. Tragon, the last man left alive, forced to clutch up here. He's got no utility. At least he's got a kit, but even so, it's not looking likely. If we look at the 2 positions here, the crossfire from the Axion eSports side will be absolutely brutal if he doesn't clear it properly. He picks up 1 though, but he doesn't know the location. Sticks eliminates him. 3 kills in the round for him. HP being dropped in chat by Verwood, and I think they're going to be very disappointed to find out that Sticks took very little damage there.
Definitely kind of a weird round coming up to play from Striking Vipers as well as Axion eSports. Striking Vipers, they messed up quite a lot of utilities in the start of the round, and now they are down to shreds. Look at their economy. A FAMAS, an MP9, a Deagle, and 2 M4s. They are trying to level it out, they are trying to level it out, but Dendro on the other hand, he's gonna get himself a kill. Might come for second, but doesn't matter. Hopes is there to help him up. Stitch is gonna get a kill for himself as well. Now the only 2 players left are gonna be Grey and Stormred, who are up there in towards the washroom area and the fountain area. If they can take this kills, if they can clutch it out, it is definitely gonna be very interesting. Axion eSports, they are in a huge trouble. A 2 versus 4 situation, kind of doable, but the backstep is on its way. Look at that, the players of Striking Vipers, they are looking very good. Grey, he is gonna get a kill for himself. They are making their move on towards the east side. It is being held by Hopes. Hopes is holding the same position as his teammate. They might not anticipate him here. Here comes the kill. The bomb planter is gonna go down. Gray is now left in a 1 versus 3 situation. He doesn't find the player and he's gonna take him down. Oh no, it was Verward with that deagle coming up into play from that washrooms area. A wonderful play coming up from the players of Striking Vipers, and Axion eSports yet again put in a very difficult situation here. Gavicator, look at the economy. They can try to force it out with some SMGs, might be some FAMASs, but they need to win that round. Otherwise, they need to go on with a full eco. They just have 2 more rounds left in this half.
Yeah, 2 rounds left after this one, and realistically, this round is going to be a bit of a half buy, and with the next round buy coming in, this Striking Vipers side is looking very comfortable here to take this, not just the half, but likely a series as well, and push on to the second round of the lower bracket. Obviously, the loser of the upper bracket Group C game will be playing the winner of this match for a second chance to make it through to playoffs, where we will be whittling down our 16 starting teams into the 8 that will be playing for the prize pool dollars, obviously €100 to the team that does win. And surprisingly, nobody here, I think, actually towards this A site originally. 2 players quick to rotate Tragon and Hopes, really putting on their running trainers. Now DRD is going to have a wonderful flank here, but he's mocked up his spray. Doesn't matter. He is able to sticks tears off his head with the deagle though. And Hoshi picks up another, tries to give us hope here on the analyst desk, but with 14 points of health, Sticks, things certainly aren't looking hopeful for him, especially considering Tragon does have a grenade. If he uses it, Flashbang is useless in the end, although I think the lineup is a bit difficult for that grenade. They are just going to have to play time, but with a minute left on the clock, Sticks does have the option to go back to B here, but with the bullets being fired, they know he's trapped here towards his bathroom's position. And likelihood is all they have to do is watch and wait, not play on their anxieties too much. If they do go for a 2v1 retake, it still does favour them, but they do choose instead to split the sites. Sticks playing mind games here with the CT siders. The nice shot is dropped in chat. Not too disappointed there. DRD is fine with losing his life if it means a good highlight clip. Evidently is now. The push comes in here towards the A site. Tragon, the player to receive. Sticks walking up slowly, doesn't want to reveal his location, but with 12 seconds left to plant the bomb. He's not careful, will be shot in the back by Tragon, and he absolutely is. 10-3. Doctor, do you think there's really any chance here for eSports to get this game?
Maybe there's still some chance. They need to take this 2-round win. Then 10-5 scoreline is not that hard to come back actually, because they will be on the defender's side, so they do have a lot more chances of getting those round wins. If they can come up with this 2-round wins, that is definitely gonna help them out. Let's see what is gonna be their plan of action for this round as well, because we are seeing kind of a split coming up from the players. They are making their way on towards B shot. 3 players are already holding in towards B set, and look at that. Look at position of Dendro. He has pushed up way too much so that the players of a team Striking Vipers, they exactly know what's happening. Gray, he does think that there's no one out here. Oh no, Dendro giving away his position. That Molly is gonna help him get back, but there's another player. He's not gonna do anything to him. So the players of Striking Viper denied with each and every information here. Both of these teams are looking great, but Axion eSports, they need to get this 2-round wins, otherwise it is gonna be end of their journey in this Volpid series. This is the elimination match. Both of these teams are doing everything they can, but Striking Vipers, they are winning it back to back, and it is gonna be a very difficult situation for the players of Axion eSports. They are making their way slowly in towards the B side, but look at that. B side is being set up so good, but nonetheless, Deoximo, he gets a kill. He finds another. Sticks come up with another kill. Now it is a 2 versus 5 retake situation for the players of Striking Vipers. Not an ideal situation to be in. Stitch is trying to get some information out of here, but the smoke is gonna deny him that information. He doesn't exactly know the position of the players. He is in kind of a very weird position. He might try to get some kills out of here, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Gray, he is in such a nice position that he can do a lot of damage to Tendro. Does he spot him? Does he not? Oh, the legs are in front of him. The legs were in front of him. But Dendro, he got the better of him. Even though they are losing this round, they managed to get those 2 important kills. Stitch is back in towards A side. Dendro is holding up in towards that connector area. It is a great round coming up for the players of Axion eSports. 10-4 is gonna be the scoreline. Last round of the half. Both of these teams are gonna have a good buy actually. Those MP9s might be troublesome, but the utility shortage might be a huge problem for the players of Striking Vipers, Garbicator.
Certainly might be, and although obviously they didn't win that round, Striking Vipers were very nice 2 kills at the end there, denying the possibility of an AWP here, as that's some very nice damage exchange through the smoke, especially if you are a fan of the Striking Vipers. But not sure why he went through that smoke. He does lose his life, and 2 quick headshots put Striking Vipers very much not in the lead of this round at all, although Hope's just able to pick up 3 very quick kills, and he even drops the bomb, jumping straight out of that connector. I think Axion eSports, they came into this round, they got 2 quick kills, and then, I mean, I was just about to say it's very much in favour of Striking Vipers, but I don't even know anymore. This round seems to be going back and forth very quickly now. Bearwood, though, the only player left alive. He is playing this correctly, though, although at least he would be if they were going towards A, although obviously he does not know that. He will probably pick up an AK-47 here and might choose to follow them down. Yep, the clicking E on guns, it's a lot more difficult than you might think, but he is going to realise that they are here towards A. B, as the Molotov will go down. He picks up 1 as that's a very straight peek out onto the short water side. There's now only 1 player left to find, Dioximo, for the 5th round for his team, or the 11th round for the side of Striking Vipers, and that's a nice shot there. Rips off the head of Dioximo and picks up the 11th round, ending the half 11-4 in favour of Striking Vipers. Doctor, do you think that Axion have any real chance here based on their performance here on this T side?
I'm still confused here, Garbicator. The players of Axion eSports, they are good, but they are doing such minimal mistakes actually. Those avoidable mistakes can be huge. They need to get those mistakes done correctly. They need to correct it out. They will need to play on flawlessly in the next half. Otherwise, Axion eSports, this might be the end of their journey in the Volpid series. And I am pretty much sure that Axion eSports, if they work on those avoidable mistakes, those utility damages, actually those weird utility usage coming on from Axion eSports is something that I am worried about at this point of time, Garbicator.
Yeah, utility usage obviously very important, especially here on a map like Overpass. Smokes incredibly important. You probably want at least 2 or 3 when you are choosing to execute onto the A site. We'll see a few pistols tossed around here. The Striking Vipers, they have chosen to make 1 raid boss here in the form of Stitch, as Kevlar vest and the Tech 9. A little bit of util, 2 flashbangs and a smoke grenade. But here, it looks like the CT side are going to be playing very gamble stack-esque. 4 players here towards the B site and 1 early warning system, although the rotate is pretty short, so you can probably try and make that work. Looks like we might be seeing a little bit of a boost here. Nope, just simply running around, trying to get some early info. 2 realistically pot shots just fired there onto the B site. Maybe just a little bit of a fake, but now we are going to see the first challenge here. Gray eliminated very quickly. Verwood takes his head clean off his shoulders, as now 3 players quick to rotate onto the A site here from Axion.
Well, this might just work. Actually, they have got that information that the players are coming in towards A side. They know that there were 4 players near that washroom area, that fountain area. So the players can set up a nice trap here, a nice welcoming trap for the players of Striking Vipers, and this can just work in their favor. They do have those USPs in hand, and the players of Striking Vipers, they chose on to go with Tech 9 and a P250. So this is definitely gonna be kind of a worrisome situation here, but a perfect flash coming up from Storm Red is gonna help to take that first kill, and it is being neutralized. 4-4 is the situation. Hopes he is gonna raise the hopes of his player, because it is now a 4-3 situation. The boost is coming up on top. It is not gonna help because it has been spotted quickly enough. Gendro playing in a very weird position near that truck. He is gonna go down. The 3 versus 3 situation, and the players of Axion eSports, they are in a good position. But look at that. Some very important shots missed coming up from Axion. And finally, Deoximo tries to get that kill. He gets it as well. Hopes the last player surviving. He's gonna go down to Deoximo as well. 3 kills coming up from him. 2 from Storm Red. And the first round of this half is gonna go in the favor of players of Axion eSports. A wonderfully played round. A wonderfully set trap in towards A side as well.
Yeah, I think Hopes might be kicking himself there. I don't think he may have realized that there was only 2 bullets left. Magazines left at USP when he was able to pick it up, although because the bomb was indeed planted, a very significant force buy has been mustered here. 3 Galils, a Mac 10 and a Scout, as well as a decent amount of utility adorning the belts of this terrorist side. On the other hand, we will see a premium rifle on the weightful shoulders here of Deoximo. He's going to have to try and carry that through to victory. You want to make sure you're saving premium rifles over if it's round of the half, especially on that CT side when this economy is also important. But once again, we're going to see a very passive mid-round. Overpass, it's a very passive mid-round. You're going to have to go fast, but because of the nature of the map, as soon as anybody knows you're going, they have the time to rotate, so you want to be playing slow and then pounce when you see the mistake.
Definitely a passive setup coming up from the players. So no, one player has been spotted in towards the bank area. Nonetheless, it is a one-on-one trade coming up. Again, a one-on-one trade, 3 versus 3 situation coming up once again. Oh no, he is out with his scout. That is gonna be a huge problem here, but the bomb might get planted as soon as possible. They are making their way on towards B side. This is the best possible way that the players of Striking Vipers can work it out, but this is actually the city-sided map. Actually, the locations are so quick, the players, even if they are trying to fake a single site, it is definitely very difficult for them. But nonetheless, look at that, the players of Striking Vipers, they are putting up a strong effort here, and the only player left is gonna be Hoshi in a 1 versus 3 situation with nothing but just a MP9 in his hand, down to just 17 bits of health. He needs to work something out. Either he needs to get out of there or he'll need to go in YOLO and take those kills. 12th round is looking very possible for the players of Team Striking Vipers, and they are just rushing in onto Hoshi. He does have an MP9 though, but it's not gonna matter. The Galil is gonna overpower him, and Dragon will get that kill. 12-5 is the situation. Striking Vipers still in a big lead, and Axion eSports now reset on an eco once again here.
Eco rounds obviously very plentiful for this Axion eSports side. They may not have liked it, but it's what they've unfortunately been gifted, as now the T side looks to get off to a healthy lead after denying the second round and a half hit. It's going to be a very early battle here for control of this A main location, as the CTs elect to go rushing straight into the waiting guns of this T side. It's going to be an absolute mowdown if they're not careful. Player from behind, Flamesy? Nope, Hopesy. As DRD picks up 1 kill in the round, the scout picking up the Galil at the end. Flamesy, Hopesy, we're going to have to see if they do the same sort of work, but either way, Hopesy definitely giving his team a lot of hope. 21 kills, and something I do want to make quick note of is that if we have a look here at the ADRs, we've got 2 players at plus 100 ADR here on Striking Vipers, averaging a minimum of 1.1 as their KDs, and if we have a look here at Axion eSports, their highest KD is a 0.8. So I think, although stats can't show everything, I think they're certainly showing who and who isn't going to be having a very fun time in the server.
Definitely, but look at that Dragon. He's gonna get another entry frag in towards the B side. It will be Hoshi to go down first, but he has taken down a huge information from the players of Striking Vipers. Gray down to 25 bits of health. Did he get spammed by that op? Maybe, because he didn't show his position anywhere, and he's gonna go down nonetheless. It is a 1 versus 5 situation. for Dendro. Kind of an impossible situation. He's gonna go down at... Oh, it was Deoximo. Sorry for that. But he is gonna go down as well. Now the players of Axion eSports, they can buy it to their fullest. One round for the players of Striking Vipers to go into the match point. And look at that buy coming up from the team. We are seeing an exam into the game that is gonna go in connector for sure. On the other hand, we can see the players of Axion eSports going on with 3 FAMAS, 1 MP9. They are up against 2 AKs, a Galil, and an AWP. It is gonna be difficult, but it is gonna be interesting at the same time. 2 players are in towards the connector side. B is being held up pretty tight, but the A side is completely open for the taking. This bomb is making its way on towards A side as well. Gonna be kind of a difficult situation for the players of Axion eSports if the bomb gets planted in towards the A side. But looking at that passive play coming up from Striking Vipers, looks like they still don't have enough information and they are scared to death that what is gonna happen because they don't have enough information. The players are making their way into a connector and Deoximo as well as Gray. They are gonna take 2 players down, might be the third, but Warwood comes with 2 kills of his own and turning the tables into his favors once again. It is a 3 versus 2 situation for the players of Striking Vipers, but the HP is very low. Dragon down to 16, Warwood down to just 4 HP of health. It is gonna be kind of an interesting round because Styx, he does have a FAMAS in his hand. He might take a kill or 2 out of here if he just decides to push in towards long. He doesn't have that information, but he will eventually try to go in towards the long or maybe in towards side. He can take a kill or 2. That is definitely gonna help his teammate out who does have an exam in his hand. And here comes the first kill. The spot bomb is gonna get planted. The AWP is in the hands of Dendro, the player with most HP. Oh no, that Molotov is gonna be enough. Oh no, it isn't. And Trigon, he will be able to take a kill of his own. Now it's all left onto Dendro in a 1 versus 1 situation with the AWP in his hand against an AK. Stormred is gonna get that kill and Axion eSports are gonna get their 6th round. 14-6 is the situation and Striking Vipers losing a very crucial round here. They still have the buy though, Gavigator. Look at the money they have.
Yeah, the money here for Striking Vipers is going to be a very tough nut to crack. 60 HP being dropped in the chat. Obviously a bit of damage being put onto that player. Stormraid, the victorious hero of that round 24. Axion eSports, but as you said, 4 buy coming out here for the T side. Still a long way to climb back here in regulation for overtime or the unlikely victory, the underdog story. But he's just going to run straight through the Molotov down to HP already. Stormraid, bit of a strange choice, and Verwood knocks him off, but that is a 2-to-1 trade in favor of the CT side. We're not careful here, and DRD walks straight into these guns. 3 players left. They've tried to take a bit wider map control, and as a result, it's meant they've not been able to trade out some of these kills. So lots of these gunfights, in reality, it could be far less players on the map, and you'd still have the same result, but 2 kills brought back here. These players are playing completely separate from each other, but they're making it work on raw skill alone. Stitch eliminated, making it 1 player on both A and B site here. Although Hopes doesn't know that. He's going to have to elect to choose one with 50 seconds. He's got a lot of time to still make up his round here in this. He chooses B, quick on the trigger. Doesn't have many bullets left in the magazine, but that's a quick jiggle peek. And the jiggle peek comes back out. Gray knocked down to 13 points of health, but a 3k will result in another round victory. As Axion eSports showing their signs of life, although we'll have to see if it's too late here in the second half of play as another 4 buy comes out here on the T side.
Maybe potentially the last full buy coming up from the players of Striking Vipers. 5 AKs, okay, 4 AKs and a Galil is their choice of weapon. They are up against 3 M4s, an AK and a FAMAS. A wonderful Molotov. It is gonna take down Stitch. But Stitch, on the other hand, he is gonna take 100 HP of health from Hoshi. But Stormred, he is up there. He's gonna get 2 kills of his own. Sticks with 2 kills of his own as well. Whoever now left all alone, he's gonna go down. 14-8 becomes the scoreline, and Axion eSports, they are coming back strong at such a crucial moment. It is gonna be an eco round coming up from the players of Striking Vipers as well. Gavicator, the comeback is looking possible.
It's looking possible, but we'll have to see. It's still not probable, as now we do see a full deagle round here. Striking Vipers have actually been forced to take, and they're going to flood out the A main here. And there is going to be 2 players here around long to receive them. Gray picks up the first kill, and it's a mowdown coming around Bearwood. Though he's able to keep his cool, taking no shots there from either of those players, as 2 M4s are recovered here by this T side. They're going to now start to slow things down, as the CT side has to choose to elect how many players they're willing to commit on each bomb site.
Definitely a difficult decision here, Gavicator, because they exactly don't know the information about the position of the players of Striking Vipers. There are 2 M4s in their hands as well, and Verwood, that was a wonderful play coming up from him. Look at that, look at the position of Sticks. He is there to rotate on the first sign of contact on either of the sides. He is here in towards A side, but once he gets the call that they are at towards B, Sticks will be the first to rotate in. A very powerful position to be in as well. Striking Vipers, they are making their move on towards the B side. This might work, this might doesn't. They exactly don't know how many players are here in towards B side. They don't have enough information either. Just a flashbang, a Molotov, and a need to work with. Gonna be real difficult to take the side. And even if they take the side, it will be real hard for them to try to maintain their positions in that close plant situation. The spike is getting planted. It is gonna go down. Stormred comes up with that crucial kill. 8 seconds on the clock. The spike needs to get planted, and the players are here to provide cover. Oh no, Bobert getting that kill. That was not the round for Striking Vipers to win, but Striking Vipers, they are gonna win it anyway. 15-8, they are on their match point, and it is Axion eSports who are trailing by 7 rounds right now. Gavicator.
7 rounds, the comeback has to be from this point forward. Full buy once again in the hands of the Striking Vipers. 5 premium rifles against 2 FAMASs and a Deagle. We saw the Deagles do in the last round, but we're going to have to see if Axion can replicate the success that Striking Vipers had with these hand cannons. And once again, we see this abstract play here, this early default that leads either nobody towards long or 2 players towards long. Obviously, 2 players towards long didn't work in the last time, so they've chosen not to try it again. We do see, though, 1 player here hiding behind this door, and if he opens at the right time, he could get a timing here, but he doesn't. Verwood is able to knock down Sticks, but Dioximo trades on another part of the map, and so it is still a 4v4 here in Overpass. Dioximo kills 1, but Hope trades him right back, but instead, Stormraid once again, he's gonna try and make things work here for Axion eSports. There are 2 players left here for Striking Vipers, lots of utility between them. Utility and weaponry advantage still arguably favouring this T side, but now with the bomb felled so far back and DRD the only man left here, it appears the Axion players will get 1 breath of life before another round comes into play, and the fear once again sounds. That dong of the gong that is the match point sound will ring in their ears at least once more, and if it is to be as they hope, 6 more times, because now they have to struggle the long road back simply to get to overtime. Going into the site here, he's eliminated quickly by Gray, picking up the AK souvenir of round 24. And so now, round 24 is over and done with. We're into round 25, and it looks like we're going to see another one of those Striking Vipers.
Definitely Striking Vipers. Oh, this is the first time the Striking Vipers has chosen to go on for that timeout. This is definitely an important one here. There is kind of are in kind of a trouble here, because look at the money they have. They can drop in some weapons to their teammates, but that is not gonna be enough. They have to go on with a scout, and for AKs that is kind of great, but they are up against 2 F4s, 2 FAMASes, and an AK as well. So that head armor might be popped off with that AK in the hands of Grey, and the players of Axion eSports might come back once again. 15-9, 6 more rounds for this match to go in towards overtime. 1 more round for striking Vipers to win this out and eliminate Axion eSports out of this tournament. Again, kind of a default play coming up. The scout picking up the fountain area, the party area. None of the players of Axion eSports are gonna try to take that peek. They are waiting patiently for the players of Striking Vipers to come up. Axion eSports playing it real good, playing it real passive, and it is gonna be a real difficult situation for both of these teams actually to win this out. But Axion eSports, I mean, everything is on stakes here. They're alive in this entire tournament, as well as they are down by 6 rounds. So the players of Axion eSports will try their level best to win it out, will try their level best to go on towards an overtime. And if they win this round out, Gavicator, they can force the players of Team Striking Vipers on an eco possibly. So that will help them out a little bit, maybe reduce that around the lead that Striking Vipers have. But it is still gonna be real difficult because Striking Vipers, they want 2 pistol rounds in this map. So even though Axion eSports push these players on an eco round, on a pistol round, it's gonna be real difficult. Oh, DRD, a wonderful shot coming up into play. He's gonna take the head out of Hoshi, and the bomb is gonna get planted straight on the Dan, gets a kill, and here comes another kill from Styx. But nonetheless, it's a 1 versus 2 situation. The only player left is gonna be Grey, trying his level best, doing a lot of damage to Dragoon. Dragoon is in a wonderful position as well. The smoke is gonna come up. The flashes are gonna put forth as well. Dragoon, he is gonna avoid that flash. Oh, he has been spotted, but nonetheless, it will be Striking Vipers with the 16-9 victory on the map of Overpass, and it will be Team Axion eSports who will be unfortunately eliminated today from the series. A wonderful play coming up from the players of Team Striking Vipers here, Gavicator.
Yeah, and now unfortunately Axion eSports is going to be the second team to be going home here in the Volpid series, the first team from Group C. We saw Group A just less than an hour earlier losing a team of their own in the form of Dog SoldierTs, and now we see here Styx. Styx, how was that game for you?
It was rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think rough is really the way to describe it. Obviously, you are unfortunately going home here. Your Volpid series Season 2 journey has come to a bit of a close. Is there anything any highlights you think though that you can come out of this with not so much of a heavy heart?
Yeah, I think we've had a good opportunity to play good teams throughout the tournament, and I think there's a lot to be learned from these 2 matches that we played. So at the very least, we have that.
It's understandable. Obviously, one thing I'd like to say, thank you for not playing Inferno again. If anything, even if it will cost us, unfortunately, one of our teams, I am happy to not see Inferno again as another map. Here, I have to say though, it has been a wonderful time here seeing you at the Volpid series, and other than that, I'd have to say thank you for participating. If you think that you could, do you think you'll be coming back here for Season 3, maybe with a bit of a roster shuffle?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, and with that, I think that will be the end. Obviously, a very interview. Thank you very much, though, for coming out and watching. If you are here, the viewers, it has been me and Dr. Casting, Airtook on the ground with all the wonderful production as always. And other than that, thank you once again for coming out and watching. This has been the Volpid series. This was the Group C lower bracket round 1 elimination match, and we have unfortunately said bye to one of our teams in the form of Axion eSports. Other than that, that's all from me. Oh no, okay. We quick here on the buttons. Loza has we are getting another interview. There's a bit more from me here, so thank you very much, Sticks, for coming out here. But we do have another interview to get on with. Have a very good day.
All right, good night.
Good night. And so now we will be seeing an interview from Striking Vipers, obviously the victorious side. Stitch, how are you feeling coming out of a fairly dominant victory there on Overpass?
Yeah, we're feeling good. We got the result, but definitely not our best match on Overpass, if we're gonna be honest. But we showed some good things, I think, and yeah, we got the result that we wanted, and now we can focus on the next match.
Yeah, 11-4 CT side, certainly something very dominant. Maybe we'll see as a result teams not picking Overpass into you, though I would like to extend the same thanks I did extend to Sticks, and thank you for not making us play and cast Inferno again. Doctor, do you have any questions here for Stitch?
Definitely. I mean, how many oppers do you have in your team, bro?
Officially only one. We do have like 2 other guys who are second opera and third opera, but yeah, it's only 1 till now.
I mean, you were juggling that op for quite a long time, and it was irritating for the players of Axion eSports. Do you think that might be a good strat actually to take away that information play from the other teams?
Well, I think it's always a good thing, firstly, to for everyone to like be able to at least op a bit, and that can definitely play into our favor, information-wise, but also when someone is low on HP, that player gets the op, so he can just one-shot someone.
Very understandable, and obviously you came into this BO1, you managed to win out both pistol rounds. Obviously on your CT side never really looked like you were in much danger. There was a little bit of a comeback, final breaths of life from Axion eSports, but in the end you were able to sweep it under the rug, and I have to say, I think you certainly are looking pretty good. Are you feeling confident here going into your chance at getting into the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, we're pretty confident to get far into this tournament, and we will do everything in our power to be able to achieve that.
Well, thank you for coming out and doing an interview with us today, Stitch. Is there anything you'd like us to plug? Any social medias of the sort?
Yeah, we got a Twitter, Striking Vipers eSports on Twitter. Wait, I got a PowerPoint sent by my IGL actually, with a few points, how we won. Okay, may I?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, well, he says points, then he says Stitch, good player but annoying. Okay, that's not very nice. Verwards is okay. Hopes, calls, Bull, Peep, and is lucky as always. Dendro is the main joker, and Dragon, I don't know about this guy, failed his theoretical test on the driver license today.
Oh, well, he's failed his driver's test, but he's certainly driven Axion eSports into the ground for all that's worth. And so I have to say, yeah, at least all that's worth, and you have managed to progress to the second round of the lower bracket for an attempt at that playoff spot. Other than that, though, thank you very much, Stitch, for coming out here and giving us this interview. That's all here. That's all from us here at the Volpid series. So thank you very much for coming out and watching. That's all from me and Doctor. Thank you very much once again for Ertuk on the ground with all the production. Thank you once again very much to you, the viewers, for coming out and watching. Other than that, that's all from us. Goodbye.
It's all on Nick. This could very well be the end of the game as we know it. Nick holding the Abs angle. Screet knows he's got to find him through that Abs wall. He's gonna try and fake the defuse. He doesn't do it. He doesn't stick it. and Nick calls his bluff. Oh, we could actually prove. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to rotate to A here. Surely they're heard coming, right? They're giving away so much intel just by running, and Imps goes down. It's Nick. Nick's got 2. They actually will. Screed's going to be able to drop outstanding. He's made it through, but the bomb hasn't. Nick, he shuts down Kuno right when they needed him most. Oh, no. You absolutely hate to see it. Screed can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, into it. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. Oh, man. Torment's got a couple of bullets here. He could try and make it work, maybe. They're all going to try and knife him. Pixel pulls it off. That's a knife kill.
I think they're aware. Walton messes up the spray. Walton gets 1. See if Walton can pull this. Walton pills another one. It's so close. Walton does not win the 1v3, 1v4 almost.
And if there was ever a round for them to win, it was this one. 2 MP9s. Oh, outstanding in Mexico. Oh my God. Can you believe it? I've never seen that in my life.
And there's the wallbang. Don't see that one too often, but...
It's not an option. Oh, it pre-fired. Oh, Woo-choo. 90%, no scope, no problem.
We'll still be 3 on this B side. First man dead. And second. 3.
Flexes for a little bit. Now he's going to be making his way over the dark. On to box. Get the cross. It'll be a retake. Aware that it may be dark. Oh man, Frosty, he's got it.
He could have managed that economy well.
Pushing grabs. He could have a second if he goes for it. He just pushes out again. This is more. What is that from QB1? He wants it. He wants the game. He wants to be able to say QB1 with an ace. One angle. Walking right into the crosshair Frosty. And he shuts it down. SJ now knows where to look. Frosty finds another. He's not taking any prison. Frosty with a third.
In position. They have me pinned. Weapons hot. Got one. Yeah. He's down. This area is clear.
The last man alive.
He has to go.
The clutches out the 1v3. He's knocked down low from that already. 32 seconds left, and it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Hyenas Unity pick up the final kill and win the Volpid series 3-1 on Inferno.